Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. I don't know who's working and who's off, but if you're working, you know what? Go chase them coins, get that paper. I hear you. I'm off today. I am taking a break. I am going to enjoy just being still. Just being still. That song by Travis Green keeps replaying over and over in my head. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. I love that song. I love that song, and it is so relevant to my life right now. I just have to be still and trust that God has a plan. God has a plan for me. And no matter what is going on in my life right now, I am still in control of how I react. And I am still in control of how my life turns out. All right. God will not put more on me than I can handle. I know that. Although it is difficult, and I keep saying, okay, God, how much more do you want me to handle? And as he keeps giving it to me, I say, okay, I must not be as strong as I think I am. And this test right here is going to show me how strong, how much more stronger I really am. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now, you guys. But my oldest son turned 21 the other day, and this young boy, this young man, I swear, you guys, he when he was a little boy, this little boy, first of all, he started trying to crawl when he was about 3 or 4 months. I remember I was working. Thank God for my mom. I missed a lot of my older kids' milestones because I was working. But anyways, when he was about 3 or 4 months old, my mom calls me at work, and she's like, hey, I think he's trying to crawl. I'm like, what? He's like 3 or 4 months old. Why is he can't be trying to crawl. Lo and behold, by the time this boy was 4, maybe 5 months, he was crawling. So he would crawl trying to keep up with his older sisters. Now, his older sister has him by 5 years, and then the twin girls, they have him by like 3 years. So, they're running around, and he wants to run around, but he's like 3 or 4 months old. So he starts crawling, but he would be trying to crawl so fast, and his body was so little, but his head was so big that he would topple over. And I remember thinking, I'm telling my ex, I'm like, oh my God, my son's going to have brain damage or something. But it didn't matter. This little boy, he would crawl, 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 bump his head, get right back up, crawl, 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 fall, topple over, and he would get back up. But that wasn't good enough for him because he was not able to keep up. He was not getting where he needed to go. Okay? His sisters were running up and down the stairs. He thought he should be able to run up and down the stairs, so he would crawl up the stairs. Yes, he was 3 or 4 months old, you guys. So at 6 months, he decided he wanted to start trying to get up and start walking. So again, my mom calls me, and she's like, I think he's trying to walk. I'm like, what? He's come on now. Okay, he's crawling. Now he's trying to walk. By the time this boy was 7 months, he was running and walking right along with his older sisters. Yes, he was. That is the type of little boy he was. He never gave up. A challenge to him was like, what do you mean I can't do this? I don't care if I'm this short little boy and I'm only 7 months. I'm going to get up and run with these other kids. On his third birthday, his little cousin was trying to ride a bike. His third birthday, he took the entire day to teach himself how to ride a bike. Needless to say, at the end of that day, he was riding that bike. He was only 3 years old. This little boy is amazing. So I say that to say the challenges that I am facing right now, I can't give up. I can't give up. No matter what I face, no matter how hard it may seem, um, I can't give up. And I don't want you guys to give up. You know, there's some things that you are facing right now that you feel like you don't even, you may be watching this right now and you're laying in the bed and you're facing something and you hate to see that the daylight has come. You know, or at night you can't sleep because you're facing these challenges, and they just seem to just overcome everything. They're just taking over your body, and depression and anxiety taking over your body. You know, your job, you're not happy at your job. You know, your home, you're not happy where you lay your head at right now. Do not let that be the challenge that puts you in your grave. You know, I'm an advocate for change. Um, I think that the saying happens overnight. Oh, they made it overnight. Has given people a disservice because it's so not true. The challenging part of trying to change your life is that, number one, it does not happen overnight. Number two, you have to keep in mind you are relearning everything that you have been taught up until this point in your life. And I'm 43 years old, and I remember um, there was a saying growing up, oh, they're stuck in their ways, they're stuck in their ways, as if to say you can't change. And that's what has to happen. No, you are not stuck in your ways. You've learned some things that didn't benefit you. And now you have the option to change those things. And that's what I am doing. I have a legacy that I want to leave behind. I want to break generational curses that have been passed down, not just from me and by me. They have been passed down from my mom to my mom, from my grandmother to my grandmother, and on down the line. Same thing as far as, you know, um, the men in our lives, the men that we've been around, they have generational curses that have been passed down to them. You know, unfortunately, a lot of times, because of that, they end up incarcerated, or they end up on drugs, or they end up in the streets. And it's because they don't have anyone to look up to. The people that they look up to are they're within that life that of the curse that we're trying to break. So I just I just want us all to get it together. I want you guys to believe that God does have a promise for us, that God is within. I know growing up, I know for myself, I was taught that God is in heaven and, you know, the devil is in hell, as if that these were actual places. And I can remember looking up into the sky, thinking that heaven's up there. And um, just know that God is within. Whatever you call the higher power that made you, just believe that you were made in the presence of that higher power, that you are part of that higher power, and that we are all connected. We are all connected. And the better off we treat each other, and the better off we treat ourselves, I truly believe the better off the world will be, because the law of attraction say that we get what we put out. And when you look at war and the way the world is right now is just full of so much hurt and misery. And it's because, I mean, we take more than we put into the world. We've become takers, and we've become so selfish, and it's all about me instead of thinking about each other, and that we are each other. We're brothers and sisters, and we're all in this together. It the breakdown. There's a breakdown somewhere where we care more about, oh, it's all about me. It's all about me. That's selfish, and you block your blessings in doing that. A few videos ago, I talked about servitude and gratitude. You know, the more you give willingly, you know, and not expecting anything in return, sorry, the more you will get. You will get your reward, and it may not be monetary. It may be in another way. You may get a reward in meeting someone that could possibly change your life, or put your life on a different trajectory of where it is right now. So just keep that in mind, everybody. Be kind. Be kind. We've all gone through things. You don't need to wear that as armor. You don't need to wear that hurt and block everyone out because you feel angry because of the things that have been done to you. So I'm just going to leave you guys with that. I'm already over my 9 minutes to post this on Instagram, but whatever. I'll post it on YouTube. I am getting my website together, you guys. I'm going to start a blog on there. So I hope you guys join me. More to come on that. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful Saturday. I am up drinking my coffee. My cup says, hello, gorgeous. I'm going to enjoy this time, this quiet time. I'm not turning on the television or anything like that. I'm just going to enjoy my quiet time and be still and know that He is God. Absolutely. You find so many answers in the stillness. You just have to shut your mind out. Remember, when you meditate, you're looking for answers. And when you pray, you're talking to God. You're asking. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Love you. Remember, if you guys see something positive that you think I may benefit from, please tag at Vet Green. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys that have been tagging me to different things. Matthew, little brother, you are phenomenal. Thank you so much. You fed my soul yesterday with that. You really, really did. I needed that uplift. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jay, thank you so much for always making me feel so good on my post with your amen. I appreciate you guys. I really do. We are in this together. I need you guys to, if you guys are having a bad day or something challenging, just leave it in the comments or DM me and let's talk about it. We can get through this together. I am here for you as you guys are there for me. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday.